Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wash the brushes that I have here, which are really, really dirty. You can see they have not been washed in quite a while. This is a no-no, don't do that. So I have my Sigma brush cleaning mat here, and it just has suction cups and it sticks right into the sink, which is awesome. And then you just want to use like warm water. It doesn't have to be super hot, but cold water isn't really the best either. So you just want it kind of warm. And the great thing with this mat is it tells you on the different sections what it's for. So there's different patterns and textures in different areas. Let me turn that off while I'm talking. So it'll tell you like this section right here is for eye brushes. This is for rinsing the eye brushes. This over here is for refining the eye brushes, whatever that means. I don't really ever use that one. Over here, these are for face brushes. So these are just like bigger little bubble things, I guess, that will clean it better because it's a bigger brush. And then these over here for rinsing. So that's basically it. And this is the cleaner that I use right here. It's the Beauty Blender Solid. And they actually have a couple of other ones now, which I'm sure they're great. This one I obviously use for my Beauty Blender as well, but it's great for cleaning all of your makeup brushes, which is awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna clean a few brushes. One of the other things that you want to make sure not to do is don't hold your brushes up this way, because then water can get down in the metal part of the brush, and you just don't really want water down there because it can leak out whenever you're actually using the brush. So I just kind of get some of the cleaner on there, and then I'm going to use this area right over here to really scrub, and it looks really nasty because there's a lot of brush or makeup in there. It's disgusting. So you can kind of scrub it and then rinse it, scrub it, rinse it. You're just gonna kind of go and then of course if you want to kind of rinse this off as you're going, it's probably a good idea. And even when you think that you've gotten all the makeup out, you probably haven't, because it is so nasty. It gets in there so bad, which is why it is so important to wash them regularly, because you're putting all that bacteria right back on your face, which is gross. Okay, and then when you're done, you just want to squeeze out the excess water and then reshape the brush. Okay, so this is the shape it's in naturally, so you want to just reshape it, and then you'll just set it off to the side to dry. I like to just set them on like a towel or something. And with the eye brushes, they're obviously much smaller, so they're a little easier. You just get it a little bit wet, and again, just get a little bit of the cleaner on there. And of course, when you're done with your cleaner, you definitely want to rinse it off because it gets really, really gross. Okay, and then over here is the section for scrubbing the eye brushes. So just scrub that. You can go back and forth, different directions. It's not going to hurt the brush. And then rinse. Squeeze out the excess water. If you don't do this step, it's going to take forever for your brushes to dry, so make sure you squeeze out the excess water. And if you don't have one of these mats, it's totally okay. You can use your hands, and sometimes even like when I'm at a wedding and I'm doing makeup at a wedding, I obviously don't have my brush cleaning mat with me. So I really just kind of get the soap on there and then I'll just use my hands and scrub it around in my hands. So that's the easy way if you don't have a brush mat. But the brush mat really is awesome, and they actually also have like a glove that you can wear so that you can do it with your hands, and it has all the same kind of like scrubby things on it, which is great. Sometimes if your brushes are like really dirty, like this one has some stuff still in there, you might want to use your hands just because you can kind of get in there a little deeper. Okay, so this one's good. And you always want to kind of look in the middle of the brush. And once you can't see any more makeup buildup down in there, that is obviously when it's clean. So you want to just make sure you really clean it thoroughly. And that's it. So when you're done with your mat, if you have the mat, you definitely want to rinse it off. And then I just kind of let it air dry, but you will unstick it. See the sections on the bottom, just like that. So I'll unstick it and kind of shake out the water and then just kind of let it air dry overnight. But I'm gonna leave it in there because I am going to finish washing the rest of my brushes.